I'm Jonathan Bill, owner of SBS Accounting and Advisors, and thank you for joining us today. At SBS, we're not just focused on capturing the past, but in delivering powerful insights to help you make better decisions about the future of your business. We do this through state-of-the-art bookkeeping, accounting, and advisory services that help you grow as an organization. We are all going through a difficult time, but as leaders, we must move forward and grow. Today, I'm catching up with one of our clients, Kevin Caiaccio of Caiaccio Law Firm, who's graciously taken time out of his schedule to talk with us. Kevin, thank you for joining us.
Jonathan, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My pleasure. So why don't we start by having you tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business and the solutions that you bring to your clients.
Okay, sounds good. We are a boutique law firm located in Sandy Springs. That means we're small. We have 4 attorneys, and we're highly concentrated in what we do. All we do are commercial real estate transactions. Our clients are primarily private investment firms, deal sponsors, and I've been practicing in this area for about 25 years.
Wow, that's awesome. But as you know, we've gone through some unprecedented times over the last 4 to 5 months. I mean, who would have thought that we would be seeing and dealing with the things that we're dealing with as business owners?
Right.
Why don't you, would you mind sharing a little bit about how COVID-19 has impacted you personally as well as your business?
Yeah, well, there's several different aspects to it, right? First is how it affects the clients, right? Like you, I'm in a service business. So that's the most important thing, is understanding how it's affecting my clients so that I can be a better representative for them. So that's number one. And the main thing I've heard from clients has been a great deal of uncertainty in the near term, particularly what's going to happen with rent collections and what the markets are going to be like going into the end of the year. But I'm also getting a sense of, in the midterm, of maybe some potential opportunities that'll come from this, that once we do get to the other side, that there will be some business opportunities. And unlike other downturns we've had in the past, this is strictly a health related issue, right? So if we can get a control on the health problems, that the business side, the economy could really get going again. So it's sort of a mixture of short-term uncertainty and maybe mid to long-term optimism is what I'm hearing from my clients. So that's number one for me. Number two is how it affects my employees and how we operate here. And, obviously the health of the employees is the most important thing. And we've had to adjust, like a lot of offices, to all of a sudden going remote. And I'm pleased to say that's gone pretty well. In fact, my employees, most are working remotely, and they seem to enjoy that. So that was something we were forced into, but maybe it ends up being a good thing, and with technology has gone relatively smoothly. And then, of course, the third aspect is, what does it do as a business, and what does it do to your bottom line? And so certainly with your help, we're looking at the revenues and expenses and tracking that closely. So that's, always, as a small business, there's some uncertainty. The one thing I've always tried to do, and it's been a bigger priority, is just those retained earnings and the cash reserves are more important than ever as a small business where you're going through some uncertainty.
Yes. Yeah, that's really come to light, hasn't it? Just making sure that you prepare for the future, because we don't know what it holds. And like you, I'm optimistic that that a vaccine or something will be discovered, and that we'll be able to move on from this, or at least with a new normal. But we never know, and so just having that strong cash flow is so important in those reserves. We love working with you and helping you grow your organization and meet your goals. Can you describe some of the challenges you first had when you came to us, and ultimately how we were able to help you?
Yeah, one thing that we do as a transactional law firm is we handle a lot of clients' money. So when there's a closing going on, money coming in and going out, and in some instances, it can be in the tens of millions of dollars. So obviously, when you're in trust with a client's money, accounting for that down to the penny is very important. So we obviously have our own internal procedures for doing that, but having you guys on a weekly basis come in, look at those trust accounts, reconcile them. If there's anything that's not matching up or not cleared or that sort of thing, doing that on a weekly basis, I think is really big, and that helps me sleep at night, knowing you guys are an extra layer of protection on those client funds.
Yes, sir. Well, that's our goal, is peace of mind, and to free our clients to be able to focus on why they went in business, which was most likely not bookkeeping and accounting.
Right, right.
And so yes. Well, at SBS, our team is focused on placing our clients' needs first and foremost. And I appreciated how you mentioned that, Kevin. That's also your heart's desire. What has it been like working together over these last 5 years?
You guys do make it seamless, and I like the way that you use technology. So much of it is done remotely, and just been really pleased the way you've got different team members for different aspects of what you do. And I can tell you guys have been working remotely, I guess, as long as I've been working with you also.
Yes.
You're ahead of the curve on that. But I like the way you use technology to just make it easier, and the bookkeeping, it becomes less intrusive in my day, being able to work with you guys remotely.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I when we decided to go remote as a firm, I don't know, it's about 5, 8 years ago. I never dreamed I would see this day, where it's mandatory, but I'm very thankful, and I'm thankful that you guys have been able to make that pivot as, quickly as you have, and that's wonderful.
Mhm.
Uh, we love to hear client stories and personal journeys, along with the challenges and triumphs. Can you take us through some of those moments and how we were able to help?
Well, I mean, look, as a small business owners, there's ups and downs, right? And particularly we do commercial real estate, so that's a very cyclical business. And I've been in my own business now for 14 years. I said I've been practicing for 25, but had my own firm for 14. So went through the downturn in '08. Didn't think I would see anything worse than that. And in some ways this is worse, but in some ways, it's just different. But I think really the lesson is just to expect the unexpected, right? People say, well, you never could have seen this coming. And not to diminish, I mean, a lot of people have lost their lives in this pandemic. And, we always need to remember that health is the most important thing, and be grateful for that. But, on the business and the economic side, you can either just moan about how you've lost these opportunities or how things have changed, or you can just try to retool and be innovative and really just roll with the punches. That's really all you can do to be a successful small business.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm hearing terms more in the last couple of weeks of rebounding and rebuilding, and I think people are starting to see that. We mourn the loss of those who died from this virus, and but at some point we have to move forward, and we have to be resilient and move on. And so that's awesome that you guys are doing that as a firm. And
Yeah.
well, thank you, Kevin, for meeting with us. I know you're a busy guy, and your time is very valuable. We feel it's important to stay connected, especially during this time. And we do pray that you stay safe, as well as those in your business and your clients. And want to thank you for the trust and the faith you place in us to do your bookkeeping and accounting.